It will be harder for centralized social media corporations to function if the Supreme Court decides to invalidate Section 230. Welcome to CryptoLink channel. If you love getting news and updates about cryptocurrency, join our community by subscribing to our channel. You can tap the bell icon to never miss our new videos. If you enjoy our channel, kindly like and share it with your friends. December 12, 2022. A tweet from Cointelegraph indicated, striking down Section 230 could lead to the rise of blockchain technology and the end of social media as we know it. Possibly the greatest innovation in human history, the internet, has gone wrong. All of us can sense it. It is more difficult than ever to determine if we are interacting with friends or enemies. We are aware that we are continuously being watched in order to improve ad conversion, and we continually worry about clicking things and being a victim of fraud. Large digital monopolies, in particular Google and Facebook, have historically been unable to authenticate and safeguard our identities, which is primarily to blame for the internet's shortcomings. Why do they not? The reason they don't is that they aren't motivated to. In reality, they prefer the status quo because of Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, which was passed by the U.S. Congress in 1996. However, things might soon change. Gonzalez v. Google, a case that could change or possibly get rid of Section 230, will be heard by the Supreme Court this term. It is challenging to think of a situation in which it wouldn't ruin the current social media platforms. If that happened, blockchain technology would have a great chance to take their place. What led us to this point? Section 230, which was a major enabler of the early growth of the internet, declares that online sites are not legally responsible for information submitted by its users. Social media sites like Facebook and Twitter are therefore free to publish and make money from anything their users input. In the case currently before the court, the plaintiff claims that online platforms are to blame for the passing of his daughter in 2015. Attackers with ties to the Islamic State killed his daughter in a Paris restaurant in 2015. He thinks that Google, which owns YouTube, used algorithms to recommend ISIS videos to users, which helped to spread the terrorist group's message and eventually led to the Paris massacre. Section 230 offers a lot of protection for YouTube. Even before action is done, the platform might provide defamatory or, in the case mentioned earlier, violent content to a large number of users. There might be a lot of harm done while assessing if the content is illegal or in violation of the platform's rules. But the platform is protected by Section 230. Imagine YouTube existing after Section 230 is eliminated. Is it necessary to put the 500 hours of data that are posted every minute into a screening queue before allowing any other person to see it? That wouldn't scale and would take away a lot of the appealing freshness of the content on the website. Or would they just allow the content to be published as it is today while taking legal responsibility for every copyright violation, violent incitement, and defamatory statement made in one of its trillions of videos? Platforms like YouTube tend to fall apart rapidly once the Section 230 thread is pulled. Worldwide implications for social media's future. Although the lawsuit is centered on a U.S. law, the questions it raises are universal. Other nations are also debating the best ways to control social media and other online services. Recent French legislation forbade the collecting of children data for commercial purposes and compelled manufacturers to implement easily available parental controls throughout all computers and gadgets. Instagram's algorithm was formally determined to have contributed to a young girl's suicide in the United Kingdom. Then there are the authoritarian nations of the world, whose leaders are stepping up their censorship and manipulation attempts by using troops of bots and trolls to sow misinformation and mistrust. This predicament is unavoidable given that the great majority of social media accounts lack any practical method of ID verification. And you may not anticipate the typical benefits of an economy lacking Section 230. Suits against the main tech platforms will be filed by a lot more people. In a future where social media might be held legally responsible for the information put on their platforms, hordes of editors and data moderators would have to be gathered to examine each image and word submitted on their sites. The task looks nearly impossible and would probably be a victory for traditional media firms given the volume of material that has been uploaded on social media in recent years. Looking further into the future, the death of Section 230 would utterly dismantle the economic theories that have fueled the development of social media. Platforms would unexpectedly be held accountable for an almost infinite supply of user-generated material as their capacity to gather vast quantities of user data is being constrained by ever tougher privacy restrictions. It will necessitate a complete rethinking of the social media idea. Platforms like Twitter and Facebook are frequently misunderstood. They mistakenly believe that the product is the software they use to get onto various sites, submit content, and view content from their network. Not at all. The product is moderation. Additionally, the products we consider to be social media would fundamentally change if the Supreme Court struck down Section 230. This is a great opportunity. In 1996, there were just a few static web pages and discussion boards on the internet. It was impossible to foresee that its expansion would eventually lead people to doubt the basic notions of safety and freedom. Including privacy, people have fundamental rights in both physical and digital activity. In the public domain, there must be a system in place to separate truth from falsehood and good people from con artists in order to serve the general good. Both of these demands are not satisfied by the internet today. Some believe that clear sacrifices between privacy and security are necessary for a safer and healthier digital future, either explicitly or implicitly. But if we work hard and deliberately, we may succeed in both. Using blockchains, we can simultaneously prove and secure our identities. With zero-knowledge technology, we can confirm information like age or professional certification, disclosing any necessary details. The ability to transmit a single, cryptographically verifiable identity through any digital platform, present or future, will soon be made possible via soul-bound tokens, also known as SBTs, decentralized identifiers, or DIDs, and some types of non-fungible tokens. We can all benefit from this in terms of our professional, personal, and family lives. Adult content may be securely age-restricted, schools and social media platforms will be safer, and intentional misinformation will be simpler to track down. Section 230 would come to an end with an earthquake. But if we take an active approach, it may also be a fantastic opportunity to enhance the internet that we already know and love. We can better determine where we stand, who we are, and whom we can trust after our identities have been established and cryptographically verified on-chain. That's it for our today's video. So, what can you say about the news? Let us know about it in the comments section down below. Thanks for tuning in to CryptoLink. We are always excited to provide you with news and updates about cryptocurrency, and if you like this video, please click the like button. See you on the next one.